YouTube? So today we are going to do our first pose review, and it's going to be of the Venomized Iron Man. Let's get posing. So this is something new I thought I'd try out. We'll still be looking at some poses like usual, but on top of that I'll give you some thoughts about how I feel about the figure. So if you're still on the fence about the figure, maybe you can decide whether or not to get it depending on this video. So in this first pose I'm using the open Venom hand and I'm using the articulated Iron Man hand. I'm also using the one head sculpt which is half Venom and half Iron Man because I think that's the coolest head sculpt. And I'm having the 3 tentacles bent around him. Now, some people were complaining about these spider legs, but I kind of think it's a cool concept. Especially then coming from the arc reactor, from the Iron Man 7 suit. You can do some cool stuff with it. But I think if you wrap them around the Venom, it kind of looks like an external ribcage, and it works for me. As the third pose, I was going for somewhat of a walking pose, and I used the left leg, the Iron Man leg, forward, and the right Venomous hand forward, because I think those are the coolest parts. And I really love Iron Man, and I kind of wished that there were a bit more Iron Man pieces still in this figure. So I'm using the head sculpt with the Iron Man details, and in this pose you can see all of the Iron Man parts. So this figure comes with 2 head sculpts, and one is fully venomized, which I think is kind of a shame. It also comes with 2 tongues, to be honest, and one is a bit longer and goes to the other side, so you can switch that out with a magnet if you want. And as you can see over here, I still have the tentacles wrapped around him, and it's actually 4 tentacles, but one is sculpted in the torso, so you can't use that one. But the other 3 you can pose a lot because they have regular wrist bags, and they have 3 of them, so you can have them doing a multitude of things. As you can see, there's also light up features, and there's 3. There's one on the helmet, if you use that sculpt. There's the arc reactor, which is pretty bright, and there is a hand repulsor system on the left Iron Man arm. So these first 3 poses were more of Venom poses, and then I thought maybe I can try mimic more of an Iron Man pose, but of course he would only have repulsors on his left leg, or maybe not even, but I decided it would be cooler if he still did, and on his left hand. So with this one I was trying to convey like a hovering pose, where he was hovering with his left leg repulsor and his left arm repulsor to check out his next enemy. Here you can see some Venom details, and the Venomization has reached the entire left arm also. So there's really not that much of the Iron Man suit left. So that especially is why I kind of think those legs are pretty cool, because it seems like the arc reactor is reacting with the symbiote, and therefore it creates these legs. But of course these legs, I think it's these legs that made the figure really divisive. I think it's the fact that it's not in any movie, well, it's in the animated series, Spider-Man Maximum Venom, and as they do with these kind of artist representations, Hottoys decided to work together with a Hong Kong comic artist, Mr. James Kufaklang. I had to look that up, and I hope I didn't butcher his name. So for the 5th pose I decided to have Venom attack Miles. And I think the color schemes on these 2 figures pair up nicely. That Venomized hand is large enough to literally fit around Miles' head. So if you decide to pick this figure up, I think you'll be able to get some cool poses. Either alone on the shelf or fighting with other figures in your collection. Speaking of which, this is another pose of Venomized Iron Man fighting with Miles. And now he has the sword hand out and the tentacles. As you can see, this creates a whole other dynamic with the tentacles out. They really have quite a reach, and they have something really scary about them, which fits the Venomized theme, I guess. But I totally understand that this figure isn't for everyone. As for the figure itself, both the IronMan leg and the Venomized leg have the 2 points drop down feature like the Iron Suits have and the Venom figure had. It comes with a Venomized open hand, it comes with a Venom fist, and it comes with the bladed hand as you can see in this pose. And on the left side it comes with a closed Iron Man Mark 7 suit hand with a repulsor blast hand and with a fully articulated Iron Man hand, just like the Iron Man suits come with. And other than that, it comes with 2 head sculpts, Venomized one, and half Iron Man, half Venom one, and 2 tongues like I mentioned. And now that I have it in hand, it poses a lot better than I really expected it to. I thought it was kind of going to be like a power pose figure, but it's really not. It feels mostly like a Venom figure, pose-wise. And as the Venom figure, the head is magnetic, so you can swivel it all over. Now, should you get this figure? That's always a dangerous question to answer, because collecting figures is so subjective. This is not a must-have, I guess, especially not if you want stuff that's only in the movies. If you like the look and you want something that's different, then yeah, maybe you'll like it. I for one like it. It's something very interesting to look at for me. Kind of stands out in the collection, not only because it's bigger than most figures, but it's just different. So if you like the look, you'll like it, I guess. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and please let me know if you like this sort of content. It's kind of the same video-wise, I think, but maybe this will help you get to know the figure a bit more. Now, of course, this is the part where I ask you to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and if you have any suggestions, I would really love to hear them, so put them down in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see some more posing content, you can always join our Facebook group 6 Skill Posers. We're almost at 3k members, which is awesome, but more than that, it's just a great bunch of people trying to inspire each other with posing and stuff, so it's really cool to be a part of that. Other than that, never pose beyond your comfort level, but keep posing, everyone.
Ah!